and welcome to Israel Today. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel. This is our Friday Shabbat teaching broadcast, and today I want to look at something that is not obvious in the Bible, but then again it is. In the book of Ruth, in chapter 1, we see that Naomi, her husband, and 2 sons were forced to move to Moab because of the famine in Bethlehem. After she lost her husband and sons, we read in Ruth 1:6, "Then Naomi arose with her daughters-in-law, that she might return from the country of Moab, for she had heard in the country of Moab how that the Lord had visited his people in giving them bread." The Lord allowed the famine in Bethlehem to happen because he needed for Naomi to meet Ruth, the wife of one of her sons. Verse 6 is the key verse here because if they did not go back to Bethlehem, then both David and Jesus would have never been born. But let's look at something here that I want you to realize. Not only is Bethlehem where Jesus was to be born, but the word Bethlehem, or Bet-Lechem, in Hebrew means house of bread. The Hebrew word for bread can also be translated as grain, but the root meaning of this word means to war. Here's something else. There were 5 types of offerings listed in the book of Leviticus. However, one of them was the holiest of them all. Do you know which one it is? Exactly, the grain offering. In Leviticus 2:3b it states, "It is a most holy part of the offerings made by fire to the Lord." Not only was this offering made by fire, but it was the only one that used frankincense. We also see the exact same thing in Leviticus 24 with the 12 cakes in the tabernacle. Now think about all this for a minute. Jesus was born in the house of bread. He was to be our grain offering, and what was one of the gifts the kings brought? Frankincense. In the book of John, Jesus says he is the bread of life. After he died, he went into hell, where there is fire and warred taking the keys of hell. He warred for you and me on that cross. He warred for you and me the day we gave our lives to him. He warred for you and me this morning before we got out of bed to make sure that the devil could not take our lives, and he gave us another day to live for him. Let me bless you before you go. Yevrechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yihunecha, Yitzah Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance, turning his face towards you, and filling you to overflow with his peace, his wholeness, his completeness, his sweet shalom. May you be blessed as you go out and blessed as you come in. If you want to get in touch with us or get on our mailing list, visit branchofisrael.com. That's branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel. Thank you so much for listening. Shabbat Shalom. Have a peaceful Sabbath.